That slut. That fucking slut. And what does me is that if they're an iridescent 3 survivor, they should fucking know better than not to bring borrowed time. You should always bring borrowed time, whether it's solo queue or not.
I'm sorry guys, but I couldn't find a toxic streamer for this week's video. Aww. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
Got him!
Of course I found a toxic streamer. There are fucking loads of them about. Now this guy is a real treat for you. I could have made 6 videos about this one streamer. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. All the footage that you will see in this video from this streamer is from one of his streams. And in that stream, he complains about camping. He complains about apparently being stream sniped. He wasn't being stream sniped. He even goes so far as to complain about ridiculous things like a killer not running Iron Maiden when he thinks they should be. That's how ridiculous this streamer is. But one thing that really caught my eye with this guy is how obsessed he is with borrowed time and how violent he seems to be. So in this video, I'm going to focus on one interaction that he has with somebody playing Nancy. Now he plays a whole game with this person, and then this Nancy actually comes into his chat afterwards, and we get to see him in his vile full force. Now, of course, I do want to mention, as I always do, that this video is not intended to be an attack on this particular streamer. It is simply looking at his behavior, examining why it is not really beneficial for the community at large and why things like this need to change. Yeah, just spread love, don't spread hate, basically is the message of that. And remember guys, like, if you enjoy it, you could always subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers before June. I would really appreciate it. Mwah, much love to you. Let's get into it. So as well as being obsessed with borrowed time, he's also obsessed with Boon Circle of Healing. Like, before he does anything else in the match, he has to go and find a totem to bless. He sees this gen, and is he gonna give it a little tickle? No, he's gonna go and find his totem.
I hope he's using Iron Maiden. He's not even using Iron Maiden. Dude, that's a shit trickster. Why is the trickster not using Iron Maiden?
It feels a very weird thing to like insult somebody on, you know? Yeah, he's just like fucking walking, hoping the killer doesn't get him. So like he's just put his head in his hand as if this Nancy has just done something wrong. I actually respect what that Nancy just did. She tried to get the pallet saved, despite the fact that she was injured or Starstruck was active.
Let me fucking muff it there.
And he's insulting her, like, but why? Like, the Nancy didn't do anything wrong. She actually made a half decent play in my eyes.
Mate, you think I'm fucking healing you there?
So he makes a save. The person crouches to get heals. He acts like that's a ridiculous thing to do and then goes and heals himself in the corner. Like, this guy is not a team player, but he expects everybody else to be. And that's like a pretty consistent theme throughout his complaints that he has.
He's using Iron Grasp, you fucking idiots.
So this Nancy just took a down. Despite the fact that Starstruck was active, this Nancy actually got in the way, took the hit, went down so that he could wiggle off. And he has the audacity to complain about it first of all, and then he goes on to complain about it further.
If this works, I'll be fucking surprised. No way. That works.
And he runs the killer straight back into them. Despite the fact that the Nancy's down, the other Nancy is trying to pick them up. He runs the killer straight back into them.
Suck my dick. I'm gonna stay down here. I'm gonna stay down here, and each and every one of them are dead, and I'll just get the fucking hatch.
Like, the Nancy sacrificed herself for him, literally went down to get him off her shoulders, and he just runs the killer back to them, gets the killer onto them so that the other Nancy goes down as well. He's now got 2 people down, and this is due to him, and he just goes and sits downstairs and says, like, fuck them all. So you remember earlier that the Nancy took a hit so that this streamer could wiggle off the killer's shoulders. Well, they've also now just come back over as well. And despite the fact that the killer is there throwing knives, this Nancy helps the streamer get the other Nancy off the floor, takes the knives quite happily, as you can see here, look. Just taking knives, taking knives.
Take it.
He runs away, which is fair because main event. But this other Nancy is now injured with half full on blades. Meanwhile, he's healing in the corner.
Can we please get a generator done?
3 gens are done. He's done none of
probably
them.
gonna have a haste.
And he's
That's
complaining,
it.
acting like he's just been
Yeah,
taking
and
chase the
you
entire
need to
time.
fucking off.
Again, this other Nancy is downstairs trying to get the other 2 people up while he's just running around upstairs,
Every time.
basically saying that this isn't his problem. He's not even doing gens. He's not doing anything. He's just running around.
I don't know what I'm running back and forth for.
Neither do I, man. Neither do I.
Nothing I can do to the generator.
So at this point, it's just him and the Nancy. The ace has just died, and the pinnacle, the pinnacle of him being a salty streamer is about to arrive. You're about to see it. It's it's this interaction that he has is chef's kiss. I also have a theory about this guy. Okay, I have a theory. Now, you look at the perks that he runs. He uses the perk that allows him to see where his teammates are. I think that the only reason he uses this perk is so that when he's in chase, he knows exactly where to run the killer. Because watch what he does to this Nancy. The Nancy is working a gen, by the way.
Hello, mate. He's still fucking coming for me, isn't it?
Nope. You successfully pushed him onto the Nancy. Well done. I think that's why he uses this perk. I think he does it so that he can give the chase to other
He's not
people.
interested.
And he will complain again.
wait,
He
we're gonna get
complains
caught.
about team players. Your borrow time is
I know,
nothing if
man.
you keep sacrificing all your teammates in chases, my guy. No way out. Which, to be fair, it's a trickster.
Get to the hook. Get to the hook.
So he runs the killer to the hook. And
Fuck you, trickster.
again, this is another common theme of him. I think because he has borrow time, I think thinks he's okay just to unhook people in the killer's faces, and that because he has borrow time, that's totally acceptable. But he goes down. The Nancy runs away. This is where the fun begins. So I'm just gonna let it play out, and then I'm gonna talk about it afterwards.
He's got
So
like, what,
enjoy.
2, 4. No, Queen. She hasn't. She could have so fucking got me up there. That's a sneaky bitch.
Did you see the play the Nancy pulled off? That was such a good play to set up for the save. And what does this streamer have to say about it?
She could have so fucking got me up there.
It's like, is anything going to be good for you? Or are you just going to be complaining about everything? So the Nancy, listen, there's no terror radius. No killer
She did
terror
not
radius.
do that without BT.
Now there's a terror radius
Oh,
because you
come
ran
on,
into the
Ben.
killer. And down he goes.
That slut. That fucking slut.
What makes you think that that was the Nancy's fault? The fact that this Nancy didn't have borrowed time has nothing to do with the fact that you fucked up that move. You went to the right, you went towards the killer. That's not on the Nancy, that's on you making a bad play. But because this Nancy didn't run borrowed time, this sacred perk of all that is holy, she's a slut apparently.
I bring borrowed time.
Doesn't mean everybody else has to run borrowed time.
That fucking Nancy's getting the fucking whatever that face is, right? Just for fucking farming, man. That was bullshit.
He's basically saying he's going to report the Nancy, which he does. He reports the Nancy for unsportsmanlike behavior.
That girl didn't even bother popping hardly any fucking gens.
My man's complaining about the fact that this Nancy didn't even bother popping gens. What?
Do you know what, actually? I am going to give her a thing because I don't understand who does not bring borrowed time. Why would you fucking unhook someone knowing the killer's right in front of you?
He wasn't. He
Or
was
2 meters away
or 2 meters away.
without borrowed time.
Or 2 meters away. So it's like he knows that he's chatting shit. It's like he knows. So he tries to like adjust what he's saying on the fly so that he doesn't seem as angry about it. Oh, and this isn't the only time, by the way, that he complains about somebody not bringing borrowed time. Here's a little compilation for you.
Oh, don't bring the killer without borrowed time. These fucking people are idiots. And she's not got borrowed time. What a surprise. Yeah, because we'll make it fucking is really borrowed time, isn't it? Only one other person had borrowed time. It's bad. That is bad.
When I tell you that you can go into any one of this person's VODs, obviously I'm not going to tell you who it is, but if you knew who it was, you would see just streams and streams of matches where he complains about people not having borrowed time. This was all in one stream. He does more.
Wait, did she get hatch?
Oh yeah, he just realizes that she got
Hold
hatch.
up. She got the hatch. The farming cunt got the hatch.
Farming.
She got the fucking hatch.
Yes.
I can't. That is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, bitch didn't do no fucking work half the time. She hides behind the killer most of the time. She literally crawls behind the motherfucker, hides in a locker, bombs and unhook, box off. I can't deal with people like that. I can't.
He talks about her as if she did nothing that whole match. Did you see all the shit she was doing? This Nancy, if out of all of them, worked probably the hardest. And I think that reflected as well because she was at the top of the leaderboard for points. And he still has the audacity to complain. Because of why? Because she didn't run borrowed time? What? Now this Nancy then comes into his chat and just says, GG, I was the Nancy, I got hatched, with like a bunch of smiley faces. Now you can't see this guy's face, but when I tell you that his face dropped when he sees that message, oh my God, he looks so pissed. And it shows him what he says as well.
What are you saying GG for when you fucking farmed me in front of the killer? You farmed me in front of the killer and you did bring borrowed time. Why is that GG? That's fucking toxic. You could have waited until it at least went away. But yeah, whatever. GG.
And this is why this guy is featuring in my Toxic Streamer series. Alright, it's not his obsession with BT. It's not the fact that he is a terrible teammate but then complains about other people and how they play the game. It's not any of that. It's the fact that he cannot leave the game in the game. It is like a common problem with people like this. People are so angry and they use this game to vent their anger. They don't just leave it in the game. Now, he could have just said, oh, GG Nancy, you got the hatch, fair play, well done. Instead, immediately on the offensive, immediately on the attack, acting like it wasn't a GG. It's ridiculous. And this guy is the epitome, because he goes on further, and you'll see it in a sec. He just goes off at her.
Fucking cheek, people. The fucking cheek. I hate it when people do that. They do something toxic to compensate. And what does me is that they're an iridescent 3 survivor. They should fucking know better than not to bring borrowed time. You should always bring borrowed time, whether it's solo queue or not. Do you know if they didn't brag that they got the hatch, they probably, I would have been okay.
Brag?
The brag that they got the hatch.
Who bragged?
Mate, the only reason you got the hatch is because I came back and unhooked you. And breathe.
And breathe, yep. I think you already went in a little bit, man. You kind of passed the point of and breathe, but fair enough. Okay, so the Nancy disappears for a good, like, hour and a half of the stream. And then they come back a bit later on and they put another message in chat, which you can see here. It says, I was watching your stream, and what do you mean I bring BT and you don't? I can bring every perk if I want, none of your business. Which is a fair point. Well said. It is not up to this guy to decide what other people bring, essentially. But I want to show how quickly he switches when he sees this message, okay? This is what I mean when I say that this guy just seems to be looking for fights.
Come on, guys, we can fucking do this. I haven't fucking checked one in years.
Like, he's so like, yeah, guys, let's go, come on. You know? And watch how he changes.
Yeah, and if I want to fucking complain about you not bringing borrowed time, which is a fucking perk that is essential, mate, to not farming people, I will fucking moan. Yeah? Fuck you.
Like, he went from, like, literally so happy, so like, yeah, guys, we can do this, to just vicious and vile, and like he was waiting for that moment. But he's not done. He's not done with her. He goes off again.
It's not like I said it and I was whispering. Mate, get good perks and then start running the game better. Yeah?
The one person who escaped in your match, but fair enough.
Don't unhook people with the killer right in front of their faces without borrowed time. It's fucking stupid. And unless you're willing to take that hit or that down, don't unhook.
I'm sorry. Unless you're willing to take that hit or take that down, don't unhook. Now, I went back into your stream. Just before this whole interaction, you had a game with Pyramid Head, and could you just tell me, is this you? Is this you?
I was like, stuck in the wall? Go. Oh, let me break that noise shit.
Like, you made no effort to take the hit for that Felix, despite the fact that the Felix was on death hook, injured, but you made no effort to take that chase. But you're going to try and complain about this person as if they should have been taking the hits when you won't do it for other people, but people should do it for you. Makes sense. A bit of entitlement there. And we do love a good entitled stream around here, don't we? There was somebody in this chat who seems to know this person quite well. They say anyone can bring perks they want. That's true. But this is in response to what the Nancy said. However, you also have to be smart with what you do in game as well. If you unhook someone with the killer nearby, you should be putting yourself between the killer if you are able to, as the unhooked survivor is at a disadvantage. Very true. Very true. I actually agree with what this person says. And this I see as this person trying to make a bit of peace between the streamer and this Nancy, but unfortunately the streamer doesn't go for it.
Exactly what I said. I said if you're willing to do that unhook without borrowed time, then you need to be willing to take that hit and that down. Not just farm that person for a fucking point, like for points. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, right, they said I'm sneaker. I told them the moment they came into my stream, the moment they came into the stream, because it said GG's, I was like, is it a GG though?
And he goes back
was
to that.
Was it a GG? Because he was farming me.
The second time he said it, it's the thing he's saying to try and get a reaction out of the viewer. It feels like, you know, he's being like, I said it. What are you gonna say about it? I said it. Come on. Even if they should have brought borrowed time, and they didn't. Even if they farmed you because they didn't have borrowed time, it's a fucking video game, man. Like, come on, man. Like, what? Why are you taking it that far? Even somebody in your chat has tried to make peace. You don't need to be this pissed about a game. It's not real life. Just fucking chill. There was one final interaction that the Nancy had. They came back into the chat again. I think it was like half hour after the second interaction, which I'm just going to show you here just so it kind of shows the whole story. So they said, lol, you said I farmed you. You are running straight at the killer, which is what I said. I don't know what the streamer thinks here, but I feel like he's kind of lost the plot on the whole argument.
That's because I'm keeping an eye on the killer. The killer didn't see me, and I needed to go where the killer's going, you fucking idiot. You a moron. You a genuine moron. Is it? Are you genuinely slow?
Are you genuinely slow? Do we need to take it that far?
And actually, I weren't running, I was walking. Didn't want to leave any scratch marks.
Yeah, you got him there, man. I weren't running, I was walking. Man, that Nancy got destroyed. To round off like this whole saga of the whole borrowed time, I want to let him say something here, which I found quite interesting.
Sorry guys, shit, like, everyone knows me. Shit, that pisses me off.
And this just proves that this isn't just a one-time thing. This person is just like this. Over borrowed time, over a perk in a video game, this person will happily, and I've seen it because I've been through his VODs, he will happily go after people in real life and create arguments in real life because of a perk. I don't know how else to say it to make it sound less ridiculous. It's a fucking perk, man. Like, why are you getting so caught up about a perk? It's very much the kind of thing that needs to stop in Dead by Daylight, I think. You know, don't bring it into real life. It is a video game, and people can play that video game however they want to. And if you are going to get this mad and this bent out of shape just because somebody is or is not running a certain perk, you probably need to step away from the game. You know, you probably need to take a little bit of a break and go and play something else. I recommend Lego. Lego is awesome. But that about sums up this video. If you know who this is, don't go and send them hate. If you are this person, this is an attack on you. If anything, this is a call. This is a plea to you to do better. But if you like this video, guys, please do check out some other salty streamers that have made videos about the playlist should be just up here somewhere. And also help me get to 1,000 subscribers by June by hitting that subscribe button. I would love you forever for it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a great day. Go out there and be the best Damnkrongs that you can be, and like and subscribe. Bye.
So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you.